All right, hello everyone. Thanks for tuning in once again to Queen Amadaya TV, More Than Meets the Third Eye. I'm your host, Queen Shakur, and this is your spiritual vitamins. So as you're coming in, please feel free to go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Be sure to click that notification bell and click the word all so you're notified each time the Queen Goddess goes live. All right, so shout out to all of my Stardusters in here. And listen, don't forget that I posted a video yesterday for the members only, and I posted a video for everyone. We went live yesterday, so if you missed those videos, please go back and watch. And also, if you didn't see the video that we did yesterday, then you may not know the answer to the questions for the trivia, okay? Because today is Trivia Fridays. Today is Trivia Friday, Juju. All right, so I hope you all were here for the video yesterday, or you may not know those answers. All right, so let's get into it, because today we're going to be talking about positive karma. We're going to be talking about positive karma, but before we get into that, we're going to talk about what exactly is karma. Is karma punishment for wrongs that we've done, for the various things that we've done and that are coming back to us? What exactly is karma? Okay, hold on just a second. I'm trying to pull up my chat on my phone also. Juju said, no, I'm not prepared, Queen. I may be a little rusty. Juju, please sit down somewhere, beloved. Okay? Please sit down somewhere, Juju. All right, so you're going to be just fine. All right. With that all being said, okay, let me, hold on. I'm converting this file to an MP3. Okay, there we go. Ooh, I got that done in amazing time. Okay, I was trying to download this file, or trying to convert a file to MP3 so that I can add it to my list of music on here. Hold on for just a second. Let me see here. Let me see here. Hold on, guys. I think I'm going to add a little music to the background just to soothe your souls while you listen. And I'm even going to let you all pick the music. Okay? I'm going to let you all pick the music. And then we're going to get into it. All right. So with that all being, hey Amber, we the people up in here, curly girl. Okay, so listen, I'm going to play some music in the background, like I said, just to be soothing. Let me see where I want to go with this. Now, do you all want to hear this? Listen, I want you all to vote on what you want to hear in the background. All right? So with that all being said, I'm going to play 3 different sounds, and you can put 1, 2, or 3 in the chat to let me know which one you want to hear. All right? Hey, Antoinette, 1, 2, or 3. Okay, so here we go. Let's start off with this one. I don't even know what this sounds like, honey. Please pay attention. Okay. Okay, you want to hear that? That's number 1. Here's the second. Okay, that's the second one. And here's your last choice. That's the one from the intro. 1, 2, or 3. All right, so what say you? 1, 2, or 3? If y'all don't pick, I will. Antoinette says 1. Okay, Jonah says 3. Juju says 3. Okay, I'm getting a lot of 3s in the chat. Okay, so everybody wants the one from the intro. Oh, that's the one I want to. That's the one I was just converting. Okay. You know, that one's more meditative. Okay. So that settles that. So now let's get into it. So today we're talking about positive karma. And as I said, is karma something that we get, that comes back to us for negative things that we do? Is this some sort of punishment? What exactly is karma? In my opinion, karma is an energy. It's the same energy that you put out. So whether you put out good or bad energy, that same energy comes back to you. Okay? I wouldn't say that it's necessarily a punishment. It's just a return of whatever you give off. So let's talk about it. Because there are 12 laws of karma. And what are those laws? Well, first of all, what exactly is karma? Now, the true definition of karma can vary depending on who you ask. Some people adhere to the traditional meaning grounded in Eastern religions, while others interpret it from more of a Western view of good and bad. As a result, this can lead to different views on how karma applies to life. For example, the Georgetown University Berkeley Center for Religion, as well as Peace and World Affairs, says that karma is the Hindu view of causality in which good thoughts, deeds, and words may lead to beneficial effects, while bad thoughts, deeds, and words may lead to harmful effects. However, many experts like to look at karma as more than just good or bad. According to Dr. Jennifer Rhodes, who's a licensed psychologist, karma is simply those situations or interactions that help us to navigate our path toward our higher purpose. She says we are often easily distracted and miss messages, which make us believe that we have a lot of bad karma. But those situations are simply signs for us to course and correct and move forward toward our higher purpose. The journey is not about being perfect. It's about undoing what is not us and becoming who we really are. Now, Tejal Patel, a meditation and mindfulness expert, looks at karma as a cycle of cause and effect that's about action, not results. Now, karma, this person says karma is philosophy of, or basically it's a philosophy of how to live our lives so we can truly become the best version of ourselves and live the most fulfilling life that we desire. And since the future isn't set in stone, Patel seems to think that we can change the path of our lives by the choices, thoughts, and deeds that we choose right now. So what are the 12 laws of karma? You see, everything is energy, including your thoughts and emotions, which are energy in motion. So in essence, everything you do creates a corresponding energy, and it comes back to you in some form. Now, Patel says, simply everything you do creates either positive or negative consequences. That's what she says. Using karma as a set of powerful guidelines for your life can incentivize you to be more mindful of your thoughts, actions, and deeds before you make decisions. With that in mind, think of the laws of karma as a guideline, as different guidelines that you follow as you go through your daily lives. The 12 laws of karma can help you understand and basically see how karma works and how to create good karma in your life. So let's talk about it in detail. Let's start with the first law of karma. The great law, or the law of cause and effect. That's the first one. Now, when most people talk about karma, they're likely referring to the great law of cause and effect, according to Patel. And according to this law, whatever thoughts or energy you put out, you get back, whether it's good or bad. In order to get what you want, you have to embody and be worthy of those things. It's the concept of you reap what you sow. For example, if you want love in your life, you have to be loving yourself and loving to yourself. The second law is the law of creation. Now, the law of creation underscores the importance that life doesn't just happen to us. To make things happen in your life, you need to take action instead of waiting for something to magically come your way. Remember the story I told you about this friend that I had one time who said that within a year she was going to be a millionaire, but she didn't put aside any type of money to start a business. She didn't come up with any type of business plan or strategy. She didn't basically come up with anything that would help her towards achieving that goal of being a millionaire. She said it out of her mouth, but acted as though it's just supposed to fall into her lap. And that's just not how the world works. And when I tell you that you can create your own reality through your thoughts and manifestations, well, you absolutely can. But you at the same time have to be doing the work. If you say you want a new job or a better job, you want to start a career, you can't just sit there and say it and hope it all just happens. The phone's going to start ringing. No, you have to go out and pound the pavement. You have to send off resumes. You have to put in applications. You may have to further your education. Different things, but you have to work towards it. Now, Patel says that she recommends asking yourself what you need to release so that you can create space for the thing that you desire to show up in your life. Sometimes that's a partner who's not meant for you. You know how I told you sometimes we're so busy trying to hold on to people that the Most High is in fact trying to take out of our lives? And that I told you that I'm a person who it's very hard for me to cut people off, even when I know that I should. I keep giving people chance after chance in some cases. I mean, sometimes, you know, like I told you recently, I had a couple of people cut me off. And I thought the nerve of them, after all I've done to help you, but the one time I say no, now you want to cut me off? Well, that's because they weren't meant to be there in the first place, and it was good that the Most High allowed them to cut me off, because I would have just kept giving them a chance and another chance and another chance. And so when you do that in a relationship specifically, it can be a platonic or an intimate relationship. But when you do that, you close yourself off from meeting new people sometimes, specifically in an intimate relationship. You're with somebody who you keep giving them all these chances. They lie, they cheat, they do all sorts of things. They're toxic or whatever. They don't support you. They don't keep up their half of the deal. They don't bring anything to the table, but you keep extending them different chances. But little do you know, there could be someone out there who's everything that you want and need, and who's going to respect you and treat you the way you deserve to be treated. But you'll never get that person if you keep giving the no good person, the person who you're really not supposed to be with anyway, another chance. And so you should consider how you can use your skills, talents, and strengths to create something that not only benefits you, but also others as well. Now, this is what Patel says. The third one is the law of humility. So according to Paul Harrison, creator of the Daily Meditation, the law of humility is based on the principle that you must be humble enough to accept that your current reality is the result of your own past actions. Okay, so for example, if you're blaming someone else for your problems, think about the things that you've done to create these problems yourselves. You see, some people want to skirt accountability and blame everyone else, specifically people who are narcissists. You know, the narcissists, they never accept accountability. Everything is always someone else's fault. And they don't think about the things that they've done, such as being pathological liars, because aren't narcissists usually pathological liars? They don't think about the people they've hurt or the things they've done or said that are mean and hateful. And then when things are going bad for them, it's always someone else. It's never them. All right, so the next one is number 4, the law of growth. Growth starts within us. To positively shape the world, you need to start with yourself. You know, remember Biggie Smalls once said that how can we change the world if we can't change ourselves? Okay? That's because real change or personal growth begins with what you have control over, which is yourself, not others. The law of growth also looks at the things that you can't control and how you deal with accepting this fate. Ultimately, your focus should be on you, not trying to control people or things around you. And that makes me think about the prayer of serenity, the serenity prayer. Okay, God grant me the ability to accept the things that I cannot change, to change the things that I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. The 5th one is the law of responsibility. Now, Alex Tran, who's a yoga instructor based in Seattle, Washington, says that the law of responsibility is her favorite law to teach in her class. She says it's a reminder that you own what happens to you in life. It's a great reminder that what happens to you is because of you. This eliminates the opportunity for you to look outward to find the cause of your problems. She likes to use this to describe the karma law of responsibility. You are the product of the choices you make. This is absolutely, can I get an amen for that? Because I'm going to tell you why I absolutely agree with that. I was just on a video, watching someone's video a few days ago, and it was a woman who was talking about men, specifically black men, and she was saying that, oh, black men are not doing women right, and she was just complaining and saying that they're making her feel like she doesn't want to be with any of them, and she had all these complaints. And I left her a comment, and I said, beloved, you know, if you've dealt with men that are no good, you should not blame all black men for that. You have to blame yourself, because those men that did you that way, you picked them. So some of the fault lies with you. If people mistreated you, disrespected you, lied and did other things that you don't like, and you continuously allowed them to do it, isn't that your own fault? But people don't want to accept accountability. They want to point the finger, because it's so much easier not to blame ourselves, not to be held accountable. These are the same type of people that do not like constructive criticism. They don't like being criticized at all. And in fact, will get upset when someone tries to tell them something, even if it's for their own good. Please pay attention. Now, the 6th law is the law of connection. Now, this law is based on the principle that everything in your life, including your past, present, and future, are all connected. Who you are today is the result of your previous actions, and who you will be tomorrow will be the result of your actions today. And the 7th law is the law of focus. Now, focusing on too many things at once can slow you down and can lead to frustration and negativity. That's why the law of focus encourages you to concentrate on one thing at a time. Okay, well, I'm going to say I'm guilty. I don't know about the rest of you, but I'm absolutely guilty. I never focus on one thing at a time. I'm always focusing on a myriad of things at once. And that's why I'm always, tired, annoyed, okay, frustrated, late. That's why. Because I'm always just focusing on too many things. I say I can multitask, and I can, but sometimes I know that I'm doing too much. But it's like I can't stop doing it because these things have to get done. But you do have to focus. It is good to focus on one thing at a time in some instances. Now, she says if you focus on higher values, if you focus on higher values like love and peace, then you're less likely to be distracted by heavy feelings of resentment, greed, or anger. This is what Patel says. Now, the law of giving and hospitality. You must give to the things you believe in. This law helps you understand the importance of your actions, reflecting your deeper beliefs. For example, if you want to live in a peaceful world, you need to focus on cultivating peace for others. Okay? And the thing is, it's good to be in service to others. Not just being someone who's always worried about yourself and being selfish. It's good to be selfless. That's why I do volunteer work when I can. Don't have a lot of time for it like I would like to, but I do volunteer work because I like to be of service for others. I like to help people with things that they're trying to accomplish that I absolutely believe in. Okay? The law of here and now is number 9. Now, to experience peace of mind, you have to embrace the present. This can only happen when you let go of negative thoughts or behaviors from your past. Some people cling to the past. It's very hard and difficult for them to let it go. And they often re-traumatize themselves because they keep holding on to that hurt, that anger, that pain. They don't know how to release it. They don't know how to find an outlet to get rid of it. They don't want to get therapy or counseling because they feel like, hey, that's for crazy people. I'm not crazy. It's not just for people who have mental health issues that are crazy. It's also for people who are stressed and frustrated and need to learn how to release these things that they're clinging to that have traumatized them at some point in their lives. Now, if you get too focused on past events, you keep reliving them. One exercise that Patel recommends is to get in touch with the here and now, okay? Because this should be rooted into your senses. She says, look around the room you're in, focus your eyes on something, blink and say, I'm here. And the 10th law is the law of change. Now, according to this principle, history will continue to repeat itself until you learn from the experience and take steps to do something differently to stop the cycle. Change gives you a new path so that you can create a new future and a better vision or better version of yourself, free from the patterns of the past. You know who needs to do that? I'm so glad you asked. Black people. Black people collectively need to do that. The law of change. Because remember, history repeats itself until you learn from the experience and take steps to do something differently to stop the cycle. We look like we keep doing the same thing. And that's why we stay in the same place that we're in. Okay? I mean, just think about how back in the 60s, our ancestors were fighting for civil rights. They were marching and they were protesting. And right here and now in 2024, we're still fighting for civil rights. Okay? Fighting to be treated equally. We are still marching and protesting. You see how nothing has changed? And why is that? Because Black people collectively are still doing the same thing. And what are we doing? You may ask yourselves. Well, I'll tell you what we're not doing. That's unifying. There's no unity among us. There are a few of us who are unified, but most of us are not. We have people preaching about, not literally preaching in the church, but just basically, spewing rhetoric about other people who look like us from different places. They're not like us, and sometimes they're not like us. But at the end of the day, we are oppressed and so are they in some way. So those things that make us similar are what we should focus on rather than the things that make us different. And I'm not just talking about us, I'm talking about some of these other people need to do the same thing as well. And that's why we have an issue, because united we stand and divided we fall, right? I know that sounds cliche, but it's absolutely the truth. Now, the 11th one is the law of patience and reward. To generate change in the future, Harrison says that, and Harrison's a psychologist, says that we must be consistent in our karmic deeds today. She says that it's no good living healthily for one day and then sabotaging in the next. I'm sorry, that's a he, not a she. Okay, so he says be consistent with your goals and they will come to fruition. You know, this is like the person who goes to the gym and works out hard for like 3 days, 1 week, and then the next week they get lazy and say, well, I'll just go back next week. And then the next week comes and they're like, well, I guess I'll start over next month. I'll start fresh. Well, the work you did for those 3 days is null and void at that point. And the 12th law is the law of significance and inspiration. You see, we all play a part and have something to contribute to this world. What we share may sometimes seem small, to us, but can make an enormous difference in someone else's life. Patel says that the law of significance and inspiration is a great law to focus on when you need a motivational boost or you begin to feel like you don't have a purpose or you don't matter. And according to this law, every contribution that you make will affect the world. You have been born with a special and a specific gift, mission, and purpose that only you can bring into the world with your uniqueness. Authentically sharing your skills and gifts is why you're here. You see, everyone has a divine purpose. And so the bottom line is the 12 laws of karma can serve as a guideline or roadmap to follow as you go through your daily life and on your spiritual journey. These laws can help you to understand how karma really works and the effect that your thoughts and actions can have on you and as well as the world around you. Using karma as a set of guidelines in your life can incentivize you to be more mindful of your thoughts, actions, and deeds before you make a decision. And remember what I told you before. People who have been traumatized, specifically as when they were children, those people grow up to be adults who are traumatized. And people who are traumatized very often make their decisions based off of their trauma. So if you feel that you have been traumatized and you still have things that you're holding on to from the past and you find yourself rehashing these things, you keep reliving that same old trauma, I would urge you to try to find an outlet, a way to release it. Either through counseling, it's okay to get therapy, or through someone that you can talk to about it. A pastor, a good friend, an elder, someone. But you have to get it off of your chest at some point. Otherwise, it will just continue to hold you down. Likes up, everyone, please like and share. Now let's talk about the 7 subtle signs that you're attracting positive karma into your life, even if it doesn't feel like it. Okay? Have you ever heard that old saying, what goes around comes around? Okay, it's a nod to the Buddhist concept of karma, suggesting that the energy you put out in the world will eventually find its way right back to you. Now, this isn't always as straightforward as it sounds, however. You might be thinking, I've been doing good deeds and spreading positivity, so why don't I feel the benefits? Why am I not reaping the rewards? Well, that's because karma is subtle and not always immediately evident. Okay, you might already be attracting positive karma in your life without even realizing it. The sign could be there and you're just not seeing them yet. Okay, there could be different signs. So if you're curious and asking yourself, am I attracting positive karma? Well, I'm going to tell you some of the ways that you can figure that out. The first way is unexpected opportunities come knocking at your door. You see, sometimes we're attracting good karma and things start to get better for us and little random things happen, but we're not even realizing that this is our good karma, our positive karma coming back, giving us our reward. because we're reaping what we sowed in a good way. But we may think it's just a coincidence or a stroke of luck. Okay, so you know those random out of the blue opportunities that seem to land right in your lap? That's not just luck or coincidence. It could very well be a sign of positive karma manifesting in your life. If you've been putting out good energy into the universe, you're bound to attract situations that align with this positive energy. It may be a job opportunity, a chance meeting with someone who ends up being really important in your life, or even a surprise windfall. Just remember, karma isn't always immediate. Sometimes it takes a while for the universe to align things in your favor. So when these unexpected opportunities arise, you should embrace them. They could be the universe's way of saying thank you for all the good energy that you've been sending its way. The second thing is you're experiencing an inner sense of peace. Now, this psychologist tells a story about how a few years ago, she says, I was going through a rough patch. I faced challenges left, right, and center in my personal life, work, and health. But instead of letting it pull me down, I decided to focus on positivity and kindness no matter what. And you know what happened? Gradually, I started experiencing an inner peace and an inner sense of peace and tranquility that was quite new to me. Despite the chaos that was all around me, there was a calmness within inside, a sense of tranquility that felt almost surreal. The world around you might be in turmoil, but if you're feeling peaceful within, that's a strong sign of positive karma. Like if you're a person who, when things go wrong, you don't panic, you don't get anxious, you don't start feeling depressed or whatever. You're just like, okay, well, this is something else I've got to deal with. And you just take it in stride. That could be your positive karma, giving you the energy that you need to push through. Now, this inner peace is the universe's way of rewarding you for your positive energy and good deeds. So if you're feeling tranquil even amidst the chaos, take it as a sign of positive karma flowing your way. And the third thing is you're witnessing the growth in people around you. You see, when we focus on our own growth, on our own progress, and our own journey, we may miss what's happening to other people that are around us. And there's nothing wrong with that, but when you focus on yourself. But have you ever stopped to notice the growth in the people around you? If you're emitting positive energy and good vibes, it's bound to influence those closest to you. And why is that? Because like I told you a myriad of times, energy is contagious. And when you start seeing your friends, family, and colleagues embracing positive changes, it can be a subtle indication that your good karma is spreading. So this psychologist says, just last month, my brother landed a dream job after months of struggle. A close friend overcame a personal crisis and is now thriving. Seeing their growth and happiness is incredibly fulfilling for him. The next time you find or you see someone around you making positive strides, just remember that it could be an indication of the good karma that you've been sharing with the world. And the fourth is your intuition is becoming stronger. Have you ever had a gut feeling about something and it turned out that you were absolutely right? Well, that happens to me all the time. Of course, I'm very intuitive because I have prophetic abilities. Some people call it psychic abilities. That's your intuition talking. And if you've noticed that these intuitive hits are becoming more frequent and accurate, it might be a sign of positive growth. When you're aligned with positive energy, your connection with the universe tends to strengthen. This can enhance your intuitive abilities, making you more attuned to the vibes and energies around you. I've noticed this in my own life. This is what the psychologist says. Now, there have been instances where I felt strongly about a decision or situation and followed my intuition, and it led me in the right direction. So if your sixth sense seems to be on point lately, then take notes. It's likely a subtle sign that you're attracting positive karma into your life. The fifth one is nature seems more vibrant and alive. So, did you know that our energy can influence how we perceive the world around us? If you've been noticing the birds chirping a little louder, the sky appearing a lighter shade of blue, or the trees looking a little bit greener, it's not just your imagination. It could be an indication that you're radiating positive energy and attracting good karma. This increased appreciation for nature is not just about aesthetics. It's a sign that you're in harmony with the universe and its natural elements. It's a surefire sign of positive karma making its appearance or presence felt in your life. And the sixth thing is, you find joy in helping others. Now, think about the last time you helped someone without expecting anything in return. How did that make you feel? If you're experiencing a deep sense of joy and fulfillment in helping others, that's a beautiful sign of positive karma. But it's not just about doing acts of kindness. It's about genuinely finding happiness and seeing others happy. It's about feeling their joy as if it were your own. And trust me, this joy, this feeling of shared happiness is one of the purest forms of positive energy. Now, this is what a psychologist says. And she also goes on to tell a story about how a few weeks ago, she says, I helped an elderly neighbor with her groceries. The smile on her face, the gratitude in her eyes, it filled my heart with warmth and contentment. That's when I realized that these moments of shared joy are not just random. They're a reflection of the positive karma I've been attracting. So if you find joy in helping others and empathizing with their happiness, you should cherish it. And you know, small acts of kindness are so easy to do. You could just give someone that you see in the grocery store, someone you meet on the street, just give them a kind word. You never know what someone's going through. You never know if someone's having a bad day. They could be dealing with something silently. They could be sick or have anything going on with them. And you saying something kind to them could really change their whole day. So just think about that. I try to tell people nice things all the time. Now, the seventh thing is you're learning from your mistakes. Now, this is a big one because some people just don't learn from their mistakes and keep repeating the same nefarious patterns. Okay, if you're learning and growing from your past mistakes, that's not just personal development. It's a strong sign of positive karma. Our mistakes, our failures, they're not just stumbling blocks. They're also stepping stones. They're opportunities for growth, for learning, for becoming a better version of ourselves. When I look back, this is what a psychologist says, when I look back at some of my biggest blunders, I no longer see them as failures. I see them as lessons that have shaped me into who I am today. Bottom line is, if you're able to turn your mistakes into lessons, use them as a catalyst for growth. That's positive karma in action. It means you're not just moving forward in life, but you're doing so with wisdom and grace. And that's why I always say, you know, that when things go bad, and they sometimes will, try to use it as a teachable moment. And the final reflection is, if you found yourself nodding along to these signs, that's a high chance that you're already attracting positive karma in your life. And so the beautiful part is this isn't set in stone. It's fluid, just like life itself. But remember, self-awareness is the first step to any transformation. Start by acknowledging these signs in your everyday life. Notice when an unexpected opportunity arises or when your intuition guides you. Pay attention to the growth in those around you and the beauty of nature that seems more vibrant. The key here is mindfulness. Ask yourself, am I learning from my mistakes? Does helping others bring me joy? Each small act of kindness, each lesson learned, each moment of inner peace is a ripple of positive karma. This journey won't be immediate. It's a process, not a destination. But with time, consistency, and patience, you'll find that attracting positive karma becomes second nature. And in doing so, you'll not only enrich your own life, but also make a meaningful impact on those around you. I absolutely agree. I absolutely agree. Mommy says, even a smile helps put people in a better mood. I learned that in elementary school when someone visited and said her day started bad, but me smiling at her improved her mood. Absolutely. And that is just a fact. Okay? That is just a fact. Okay, so now that all been said, let's get ready for the trivia. Now, for everyone participating in the trivia, please remember, no answers in the chat. Please send your answers to the root of all evil 227 at gmail.com. Send your answers to the root of all evil 227 at gmail.com. All right? So we're going to get into it. We're going to get into it, and I'm going to ask 3 questions. And I'm going to be giving away 3 ebooks. All right? Hold on, beloveds. So I believe the last ebook was 10 Steps for Successful Fasting that adds to your life. I believe that's it. Okay? So let's get ready. Remember, send your answers to the root of all evil 227 at gmail.com. Okay, here we go. All right, here's the first question. You're going to have 30 seconds. That's right, Desmond, tell them. No answers in the chat. You're going to have 30 seconds to get the answers in, and whoever gets the correct answer in first is the winner. All right, let me pull up a little stopwatch here. All right, and here's the first question. Remember, these questions are from previous broadcasts this week. Okay, I know there was only 2 broadcasts this week, so we're going to go with the one from yesterday. So you all should easily get these answers if you were tuned in yesterday. And the first question is, remember, yesterday we talked about candle magic. So when I was talking about candle magic, I basically said that, you know, if you're, when people do rituals, candle rituals, there are some specific things that they should take into consideration. Okay, I'm going to give you all a hint because this is a 2-part question. I'm going to give you all one of the parts. Okay, so I can make it easier. So when someone's doing ritual candle work, and there are ritual spells with candles, they should carefully choose the type of candle and the blank of the candle. They should carefully choose the type of the candle and the blank of the candle. 30 seconds, clock is ticking. What is the other answer? You want to choose the correct type of candle, and what else is important in choosing the candle? Now this is too easy. I literally almost gave you the answer. Literally almost gave you the answer. You got 13 seconds left. Let me see what y'all have. Okay, time's up. Let me see what you all have here. Whew. So the first person is Sparkle Amidi. I hope I said your name right, beloved. Sparkle Amidi is the first person to get the correct answer, and the answer is the color of the candle. Okay? Okay, absolutely, that is the correct answer. And Sparkle, you must have been quick because you didn't just put color, you wrote the color of the candle. Okay, so you all can make it shorter so you can get your answers in faster, but Sparkle must have been really tight with those little fingers because you got it real quick. Okay, so with that all being said, I'm going to go ahead and send Sparkle her free ebook. Congratulations, beloved. Okay, everyone, please get the lights up and get ready for your next question. All right. 10 tips for successful fasting. fasting that adds to your prayers. That's the ebook that I just sent to you, Sparkle. Hope you enjoy it, beloved. Congratulations. Okay, so now for the rest of you, here is the second question. Question is, when I was talking to you all about yesterday, or not about yesterday, when I was talking to you guys yesterday, I told you that, witches cast spells, but we all cast spells. And when did I say, how often did I say that we cast spells? I told you a specific amount of time that we cast spells. 30 seconds. How often did I say that we cast spells? Not witches, just regular people, all of us. How often do we cast these spells? 30 seconds on the clock. Excuse me, my throat's getting dry. Let's see what you all have here. How often did I say that we cast spells? All right, I see Juju in the house with the win. Go ahead on, Juju. Juju, I thought you said you were a little rusty, honey. I see you got that answer in real quick. Please pay attention. All right, it's Juju for the win. And the answer, oh, and by the way, time's up. The answer is every day. Okay, we cast spells every day with our words. That's why it's called spelling. That's why when you start school, the first thing they teach you to do is they first teach you the alphabet. And why do they teach you that? So that you learn how to spell. That's why they give you a spelling test. Okay, because they're literally teaching you how to cast spells. All right. So let's move on to the next question. This is the third question. Okay? And this is the last question. Okay. So when I was telling you about the different candles that are used for different types of rituals or spell casting or whatever, I told you how the colors are important to choose as well as the type of candle. But I also told you what some of the colors represented. So when I talked about the color gold, the gold candle, what did I say that represented? And I'll give you a hint. It's something that's in the sky. What did I say the gold candle represented that's in the sky? 30 seconds. This is so easy. Okay, this is so easy. So, Prince of Paraphernalia, no, you can share this content, beloved. You can share this. It's not private. It's not for members only. It's for everybody, beloved. So you can share it. Okay, you can share it. With that all being said, what did I say the color gold represented that's in the sky? The gold candle represents what? Time is up. Let me see what y'all got. Let me see what we have here. All right. Tanya Hardison got it right first. Tanya said the sun. Okay. Hold on, let me send this to Tanya. With that all being said, let me send Tanya her book. Congratulations to all the winners, by the way. You all did good. I'm glad that people are winning, okay? That lets me know you're paying attention, because sometimes I do these trivias and nobody's getting any answers right. And I'm like, were y'all even listening to the broadcast? All right, so Tanya, your book is on the way. 10 tips for successful fasting that adds prayers to your prayers. Okay? But now with that all being said, I'm about to be out of here because I have so much work to do you all don't even know. All right. Hold on, I'm sending off another email for something. Okay, so that all been said. Laverne said, am I even in the chat? Answered twice correctly. Yes, Laverne, you came in. You're in the chat, beloved. Laverne said, am I even here? Yes, Laverne, but your answer came in right after somebody. Somebody beat you to the punch, beloved. Okay? But check your email, Laverne, because I sent you a message. Check your email because I sent you a message. Okay, so with that all being said, Juju said, love the loyal royals to life. All right. So listen, I love you all to life. I hope y'all enjoyed this. It was fun. Okay, everyone, please like and share. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Okay. I'm going to be posting something this weekend for the members. I'm going to be uploading something. When I do, I'll post the link on Twitter. Okay, so please follow me on Twitter. I need you to follow me on Twitter because I post the links every day on Twitter and my YouTube community tab. So when I send out the link or whatever I post this weekend, I'm going to post it in the community tab on this channel and also on Twitter, beloveds. Okay, so everyone enjoy your strong end, not the weekend. Okay, enjoy your strong end, not the weekend. I keep saying weekend, so that you have and I hope you have a blessed rest of your day. All right, everyone, do something productive, constructive, but never destructive. Always remember to keep the Most High first in your life. Okay, I love you all to life, Stardusters. And until next time, beloveds, I will talk to you all again soon. Peace. And also, by the way, I may be going live on here. I mean, not on here. I may be going live on the main channel one day this weekend. Okay, so stay tuned for that. All right, peace.